Nashville Party Trailer Podcast. My name is Mr. Gooch, or you can call me Gooch. It doesn't matter. But I am here again with another podcast about the refrigerated beer trailer rental business. This podcast is for those who are interested in maybe owning one for maybe such as, maybe a retirement thing, making some extra income when you retire, or just an extra side hustle that maybe one day you can build up to, you know, a good retirement income, or just maybe just a side hustle. I mean, there are a lot of different things that you can do with this refrigerated beer trailer. It's easy to do. It's real easy to do. It takes a little work, on your part, but it's very easy to do once you get started. I tell you, I want to talk today about marketing, and I really didn't have to do a whole lot when it came to this particular type of trailer. Now I know there's some other trailers out there, as far as like the bartenders use these horse trailers and stuff like that. That's not that's not my area. I mean, I love what they're doing, and I wish them more. I wish them all the success. But I know there's a lot of competition that goes on with the bartenders and these bartender trailers, these horse trailers. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of bartenders out there using the same concept, and I get it. Some are successful and some are not, and I guess it's just going to take a little bit more work for those who are struggling with their horse trailers to get it off the ground. You just got to be more creative and stuff like that. But with my beer trailer, with my refrigerated beer trailer, I feel like that I created something that there was not actually. I believe I was the only one doing it at the time, other than the big boys, like the distributors, and trust me, I am not trying to compete with the distributors. Because the distributors, they deal with a certain section of the business. You know what I'm saying? They deal with a certain section. You have to order their product if you're going to use their trailer, and you have to order $2,000 or $3,000 worth of stuff to use their trailer. Even I just created something where the general public can use. I never seen anybody other than the beer distributors doing it. So I figured, like, there's got to be a need just for a person like me who wants to throw a party, and who don't want to be running back and forth trying to get ice, and having to fill up a lot of coolers and all that stuff. I just wanted to make it easier for people who were having events, to keep their beer cold, and not only their beer cold, but they can also keep their food cold. They can keep other drinks cold. So I came up with this concept, and I actually just kind of, the first year I really wasn't trying to push it that hard, but when I put it out there, it just had legs of its own. So I really didn't do a lot other than build I tried to build a professional website. If you go to my website, www.nashvillepartytrailer.com, you'll see the website that I had built. I had a friend of mine that he was in partnership with somebody else, and they had a staff of people and stuff like that. But I've been knowing this guy for a while, and he did me a favor. He helped me build my website, and he had somebody on staff to come up with my logo. Gonna talk about that in a few minutes. But once I did the website, once again, the first year, because the first year I was really, the year was almost gone. I didn't get the trailer till like September, somewhere around there. So once I put the website out there, I'm telling you, man, within a week, somebody sent in a submission form. That the submission form is on my website. You fill it out, and it comes to my email. It comes to my Nashville Party Trailer email, and it blew me away. It just blew me away. It was actually a motorcycle. I want to say gang. It was a motorcycle club. A worldwide motorcycle club, and they was having a meeting here in Nashville. And the guy called me. Well, the guy sent in a submission. Well, they sent in a submission for the bill trailer. Now I'm getting nervous because this is my first one. I don't know what to do. They actually got the whole package. They got the tables, the tent, the trailer. They got the whole thing. So I had to go up and set it up for myself. But I was surprised, man, because like I said, I was just gonna see what it was gonna do over the fall. My website was gonna do over the fall and over the winter, and then hopefully be ready to start, trying to put it out there in the spring. But I'm telling you, as soon as I put my website together, as soon as I put my logo together, within a week I had a submission. I had a job, a gig, and it blew me away. So when I went out there and took everything out there to set up, first thing I asked him, I was like, man, how did you find out about me? And he said, your website. He said, man, I've been looking for something like this. And I was like, oh, really? I said, okay, And so I set it up. Everything, it was a success. That guy actually gave me more money than the invoice was because he was happy and pleased. So I guess he gave me a tip, or whatever. And he used me 2 or 3 more times after that. Not for sure what happened to the club, but he did use me 2 or 3 more times after that. But just showing you how powerful your website, if you build a professional website, if you build a professional website that stands out, you're probably going to get good, good contact with your website for your trailer. You're going to get some inquiries, some good inquiries, and most of my submissions are not even inquiries. They just want the trailer. If you put on the date, there's a date that you can tell me that you want it for, and I look at my date, my calendar, and see that it's open. I email you back, say it's available. Hey, if you're interested, let me know. I'll call you. They tell me yes, we're interested. I give them a call. I put them on the calendar, and that's it. A lot of times when I call, they want to know what else we provide. I tell them, and they say bring it on. Okay, cool. Because I haven't really even started pushing my package yet. People ask what else do you provide. So just to again, just to let you know, the first thing you want to do if you decide that you want to do this, even with the horse trailers, man, I'm telling you, man, if you just I know I see some people, they have a one page, website. I'm saying create something more professional and give them more information of what you do and make it easier for them to go online and pick out what they want and stuff like that. You'll save a lot of stress and a lot of headache. from people calling you and or wanting you to put quotes together and stuff like that. It's either you want it or you don't want it. Here's the product. This is what we do. You check off what you want. This is what it's going to cost. They can get it all right there, and either they want it or they don't want it. You know, so but I just wanted to share with you my marketing success, and I really can't sit here and say that I've done a lot of advertising. I have my Facebook page and I have my website. Just now started TikTok. Just now started YouTube. So I've been in business 9 years. Okay, and I'm telling you right now that my website is what has been it has been the key to the success of my beer trailer. Now, let's go to the logo. When they did the logo for me, when they first brought the logo to me, I'm gonna have to be honest, I was still out to lunch with it because I didn't know if I wanted to promote beer. I just wanted to promote the trailer. You see, if you see my logo behind me, or either up in the background, you'll see that glass of beer, whatever. But when I shared it with my wife, when I shared it with friends, when I shared it with other small business colleagues, they loved it. Now, at the time when I first started, I did not know what branding was. I didn't know how powerful branding could be. So I didn't understand branding until man, it was probably a couple of years later, man, when after a couple of years, I put it this way. I ain't gonna say it happened 2 years later, or whatever. I'm gonna say when I go on jobs, the first thing people tell me, "Hey man, love your logo." Now for the first, like I said, couple of years, it just kind of went over my head. Hey, thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, whatever. And it seems like it never fails. It's like, hey man, love your logo. Every time I would go out, hey man, love your logo. That's a nice logo, man. Then all of a sudden I started paying attention to my logo. I'm like, okay, it's really not that bad. Okay, I see it kind of pops. It kind of pops. And so I started kind of branding. I started kind of getting into branding. I got a page on my website where you can go and buy merchandise. Also, if you look at the background behind me, that's a part of my what that's how part of my business card. So usually when I'm out and I'm networking, what little networking I do, when I'm out, I might pass out a few cards, and people would say, "Oh man, I've heard of you." I'm like, "Really?" And I'm kind of surprised, like, "Yeah, man, I've seen this on your website, man. I checked your website out, man. I see," and I'm like, "For real?" "Yeah, man, I've heard about it." I can't tell you how many times this happened to me. I cannot tell you how many times when I tell them I own the Nashville Party Trailer, people will say, "Oh yeah, man, I've seen that, man. I've heard of you, man. Oh yeah, man, I saw that trailer, man. It was at a friend of mine's bachelor party, or man, it was at a friend of mine's wedding, man. Or I remember, man, we was somewhere and I saw that trailer, man. And I got one of your cards, man, off the table." I'm like, "Really?" But I always get complimented on my logo, so I'm saying to you is concentrate and try to make sure that you have a logo that pops. It's it pops louder than the competition. Because if you start looking at other logos on other business, some some logos just catches your attention. My logo catches your attention. So along with your website, make sure you have a good logo that pops. Now I am in love with my logo. I must honestly say. And Mitch, if you're watching this, don't take it personal. That's my friend. Love you dearly. But at first, man, I was kind of out to lunch with it, man. And now I love my logo because my logo, man, can take me a lot of places. Like I don't know if you watched my first video, but again, I plan on one of these days. I don't know when, but I want to have my own beer, my own line of beer to go along with the Nashville Party Trailer. I want to have my merchandise. I want to have like uh, beer equipment, like jockey boxes with my logo on it. I want to have kegerators with my logo. I'm starting to build look into this stuff. I want to have my styrofoam coolers, man, with my logo on it, man. It's anything that I can put out there, and maybe it'll catch on one day and become a phenomenon, you know. But I'm telling you, telling you, if you want to have success in this business, if you don't spend money on anything else, spend a little money on a good professional website. On your Facebook page, anytime you go out and you set up the equipment, always take pictures and have activity on your Facebook page. Okay? Uh, Again, I'm starting to, load up my TikTok with these podcasts and with some video commercials. Now it's easy to make a commercial by yourself on TikTok. So I'm saying, just it doesn't take a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of money. It just takes a little strategy to be, it just takes a little creativity. But if you ever get into this, I will assure you, if you live in a metropolitan area, or if you live somewhere, where there's, you know, quite a few people, like a nice major city or town or whatever, you as soon as you put that website out, you'll start getting business. You will start getting business. I tell you, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go. If I wasn't working a full time job, because people always tell me, man, you need more than one trailer. I do, but I can't handle more than one trailer right now because I have a full time job, and a lot of times I have to travel with my job. So, but if I had two more trailers, which would give me three trailers, if I had three more, if I had four trailers in total, I could rent those trailers every weekend. I could rent those trailers probably from, and I've had rentals in January, February, but realistically, I can rent those trailers from March all the way up to December if I wanted to, because in my city, Nashville, Tennessee, there's always something going on. When I sit here and tell you there's year round, really, maybe in the first 2 weeks of January it might slow down, but year round, there's always something going. But again, I don't get out. I really don't. I try not to push it too hard because I don't want to put a lot of stress on myself. So I deal with the one trailer. I deal with the one package that haven't even put on a website yet, you know. But again, people are going to ask you what else that you provide. They want to know if you provide bartenders, which I don't. I'm just a rental company. I provide the equipment. They want to know, you know, they want to know if you provide the alcohol. Do you make margarita? Nope, I do not do any of that. I just keep your beverages. My trailer keeps your beverages cold. Okay, so hey, again, this information is totally free. I'm putting this stuff out here. You know, if you get a chance, go to my website, go to my product page, my merchandise page, or whatever it says on there. Hey, pick something up, or you know, hey, hit me on the Cash App, or whatever. Throw a little something there in the bucket. But if not, hey, enjoy. Enjoy this free information that I'm giving you. 9 years of experience of doing this. This can be a very good, profitable um, side hustle. That's easy. All you got to do is go drop it off, hook up taps if they use the taps. If not, just go set it up, plug it up, go away, come back, pick it up. Hey, you got $300 in your pocket, close to $300 in your pocket. You know, and sometimes, you know, again, I have it rented Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, that's $300 first day, $100 each day. You know, so hey, go have fun. Thank you for tuning in to the Nashville Party Trailer Podcast. I'll see you on the next podcast. Hey, y'all stay safe out there.